They've died a death, haven't they? It's a problem to be fixed in a minute. Yeah, I think we need a new copper array. I think we'll put it on logistics as well, because I think the home world's going to need copper. There's too many things back there that need copper not to send it. But yeah, we'll leave that alone. "55 hours in, I'm only 12 hours. Long way to go for me." Yeah. I just have fun with it. I'm not in any rush. I just like building stuff. There's always problems to be solved. It's about watching your SnowRunner stream. The hours of 73 to 10 is the best for logs. I'll be playing SnowRunner tomorrow and Saturday and Sunday. FYI. Okay, let's chuck the copper into here. Pack them in. You're starting to prepare to roast Sean for 3 days. Lol. Let's think. If we can get a full stack belt, we can get 30 on here, which means we want 15 either side. That's 16. No, that's 12, isn't it? Should do it. Genesis, how you doing? I'll tell you what I've not done. I've not saved this game for a while. Can't you rotate back? I know you can do R and then Shift R. I think there's a way of rotating back, but I can't remember what the key is. It's just that I find it easy to just, like, if I go too far that way, I just find it easy to do that. Arrow keys. Yeah, you see, the arrow keys require you to take your hand off your mouse and put it on you. That's why I just keep going. I think arrow keys aren't convenient. I could remap it, I guess, but meh, whatever. You don't like arrow keys on games? Thing is, the developers have got, like, presumably got like Chinese keyboards or something, and their layout's probably very different to ours. We're gonna run out of belt soon. Can we thread a belt through there? Yes. Chinese keyboard's still better than an AZERTY keyboard. I wouldn't know. I think a Chinese keyboard, I wouldn't understand any of the markings on it apart from the numbers. I wonder how that prioritizes. Alrighty then. I should be loading up on copper. Copper, engines and graphene. Everything we need. So that means particle containers, which are made every 4 seconds. So if it was possible to get a full stack, we could make, let's think, here's the maths. So every second we need, the most we can get is 30 engines. 30 copper and 30 graphene per second on a blue belt each. Which allows us to make one every 4 seconds. So we can stack... I know the answer to this. Is it 15 machines? Because 15 machines would consume 2. No, that can't be right. head hurts. The best fuel for the mecha is the nuclear fuel. This one. This lasts so long, it's ridiculous. So, if you could make them every second, which you can't, but if you could, you can only make 15 because you're input bound. But since you can't, you can make 30 of them. So that means you need 15 machines on each side of the belt. However, trying to pull all of that in would be very interesting. Actually, you can actually have 2 outputs from there, can't you? Interesting. Where's the best place to build this? Don't want to get in the way of that. That's in the way, annoyingly. Could probably do it here, actually. Long there. Don't really need these right now. If we could fill this land in, which you probably can't. Because we won't have enough soil. Called it. Got nicked soil from somewhere. Honestly, like, the fact that you need to gather soil from somewhere on the planet to fill stuff in, and there are no way, like, obvious hills, or like little undulations, is, I find, one of the more frustrating things. Just go around just flattening tiny bits of land. Just so I can fill a hole. Okay, that should be enough, I think. Now there's space in that for an output, so what we can do is output. We can output particle containers. So we can say we're going to supply these. Have you seen the new Z590 motherboard? What's that for, Auburn? I'm thinking what we can do is we can put that in there. And then bring that one around. Those icons have gone, which is slightly worrying me. Rocket Lake, yeah, I don't know. So if we import motors on that line, graphene on that line, there we go. You're struggling in the early game, you suck at factory games. Dude, just have fun. At some point, it'll all start to make sense. Now the problem is if we put assemblers on either side to build these things, although it's every 4 seconds, so we can probably do that. I was going to say, because you're going to have to reach over to grab things from if you put 3 belts down the middle and then put an assembler on each side, each assembler has to reach right across to that far belt. It takes time, but if it's a 4-second build, it won't make any difference. Oh, you scumbag. So I think we need 15, isn't it? Actually, we can't do this. We need to stagger them. We can't have one opposite the other, because they've got 3 inputs. It's more like that, I think. Have you tried Snooker 19? I installed it, but I haven't tried it. I think Pups had to go. And to quote Puppies, he said, "I've played worse snooker games." Which I didn't really know if that was like an endorsement or not. I really have no clue. I don't know if it's a ringing endorsement or not. Like, I've played worse. Doesn't necessarily mean it's any good. But then it doesn't mean it's bad either. Well, I mean, I don't know. Battlefield. I mean, I've played quite a few snooker games. I really don't know about Pups, though. Right, then. Hang on, I've started off wrong here. Right. I think that's right. It always makes your head go, huh? Okay, start making these in a reasonable number now. You're in the US, you know about 8-ball and 9-ball, wanted to learn about snooker. Oh, I can teach you snooker. I can teach you all the crazy rules about snooker. You have to pot a red before you can attempt to pot another colour. Not always. Daring, thank you for 11 months. Not if you've been given a free ball via a penalty. Whoa. What? Why were you going there? A lack of item? What? As if. As if. See about that. You're trying to upgrade your particle container production, you'll run, and you're constantly running out of electric motors and turbines. Yes. Yes, that. And when you've sorted that problem out, you'll find out that you're running out of magnets. Because apparently, this entire game depends on magnets. Dragon Hero, thank you for 51 months. That's kind of just another number. It is, but it's a big number. And it's more than 50. Woohoo, Daring. Have we got any more stuff? Yes, right, thank you. Oh, hang on. Is that really the first? There we go. That can take more, I think, but I just want to see what's happening now. Storage is building up. Are we not remote demanding that? I thought we'd be demanding that on the other planet. Should be. I've been through a very difficult couple of hours, firefighter. Hope everything's okay, sir. See, this array here is the ultimate thing that's going to slow down this array here. And this array here is being slowed down by this array here. So this array needs to be expanded. But we can do that. Now they've solved the cogs and magnets. When's a snooker lesson? Dude, I haven't even fired the game up. I bought it because it was on sale, but I haven't actually fired it up. We can start automatically making blue saucers as well. The Nuthouse Snooker Knockout Competition, listen to this. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Most we're going to get out of that. Paul and Pups commentating. Oh my god, can you imagine that? Can you imagine? Thing is, I don't know, like, yeah, I guess, as long, like, I assume the game referees anyway, so we wouldn't have to referee that, we'd just have to commentate on it. Thing is, what tends to happen though, if like two amateur players play each other, a game can last a long time. Because like a pro game, you know, if one player gets to the table, they're just going to smack a lot of balls in usually. Whereas if an amateur player, it's just mistake after mistake after mistake. And these games like run for an hour. Lol, sucker Joe. Last time you said that. Let's have a look at the supply chains. Yep. So we're now completely starved on this. Which, if you look at it, is starved on those. So I need to get a second array of these things going. With iron being the near side one. Lack of item. Well, guess we're going back to Earth. Is this game any good? Yes. It really is. Where's Signy 2 gone? Wait, hang on. That's Signy 2. Signy 1 we're on, I think. No. Detour. Larry, you see that there? Gamma Sextantis. We're on that. That's where we're getting fire ice from. Alright, let me grab some more of these. Checking to make sure the oil's still running, but I'm seeing oil not really being consumed here. That's going up. Plastic's not being burned. These aren't being burned. I think it's because we're not sciencing. Causes things to stop. What else do we need? Belts, that's the main thing. I'm not sure, Larry. I wish you could have, I wish you could have an auto sort in this game. So like that sort button there, I wish you could tick a box to say always sort. When you put something in, it just automatically sorts it for you. Could be helpful. Just give some of them. Carrying around way too much green belt now. MMOs are great, but tend to have a lot of commitment. No, they do. MMOs do have a lot of commitment. It's all about the grind. Here we go. I see, it's that's what it is. Can't get it from the other planet because it's not. But I think it's being brought in. Yeah, so what's going on? I think we should stop shipping this here. Clear and reset. Instead, because we're making this on another planet now, we don't want us be effectively locally supplying that anymore. Right, so what menial output that's, you know, coming up with it can put into here, but we need to get this shipped into here. We need lots of these in here. And that interstellar is full. That'll do. We could just belt that over there, or we could let the logistics do it. Started playing Star Trek Online for the first time a few years ago. I never actually played that. Was that the VR one? Or was that something else? I remember there was a VR Star Trek. Yeah, 6,000 in transit. It's more like it. So that will help this kick off, which will feed this beast. Holy smoke, that's filling up. Look at that. Oh, not the VR one. Oh yeah, Bridge Commander, that was it. Yeah, Bridge Commander was the VR thing. Right, what are we shy on here? Looks like deuterium. That's... oh, hydrogen. That's a huge surprise. Really? How can we be short of hydrogen? Come on, game. No way. We've got insane amounts of hydrogen. Oh yeah, you're right. It's deuterium. Wait. That's being shipped in That's been shipped in from the, is it here? Fire ice, there we go. That's generating 20 hydrogen, and we're somehow short of hydrogen. Source isn't correct. Something's not right. I could see we're taking the hydrogen away. We're using the hydrogen to make these things. Somebody said you need loads of these. In fact, I think the reason for doing this was to burn all the hydrogen, which was probably a mistake because we now need hydrogen. Logistics how it flashes between two different filters. Yeah, what's happening is the hydrogen's coming in, and then it's going back out. We're basically belting it back out again, and making it into these little pink crystals. That's what's actually happening. One line is mixed. Oh yeah. That is very true. That is very true. Not that it matters really, but yeah. I don't think it's actually making a practical difference, but it shouldn't be doing that. I probably didn't set the filter, did I? When I did this. Yeah, because if that's got way... I see what went wrong. That's graphene, yeah. If you set the filter on one, then the other one gets... I didn't set the filter on one output, that's what it was. That should be fine now. He says looking at the belt. And realising it still has graphene on it for some reason. I just saw that put graphene on though. You see that? It doesn't seem to be, it doesn't seem to be the case. Wow. I assumed if you filter one, then the other would get the second output, but that's not the case at all. That's a bit nuts. Like, you have to set filter on both of them. Without filters, it does what it wants. Yeah, so it seems. I did not know that. I assume that what would happen is this would get all the graphene, and therefore it would never go out on the other line. The other line would get what's left, but that's just not what's happening. So what does a fire ice situation look like here? We need to get more deuterium over there. The problem is if this fills up, this stops working, If this stops working, then we basically stop fractionating. That's why this was set up in the first place. So this is where you're lacking control at this point. Because what you want to do is you want to say, well, actually, I don't want to send... I want to keep so much of this back. Or I want to prioritize shipping it than local supply. So if I say that's a local supply now... then what actually happens? I don't know. Rizzy, we're going to watch it later, mate. We're going to watch it together. We're going to fire up the stream at about 8 PM and watch the Perseverance. Can you do some priorities in the two towers, one with local, one with remote? I don't know. I guess what you can do is this. So... you could basically have a splitter here that sends this onto the belt, but prioritizes that. That will prioritize the tower. I think that's the most reasonable way of doing it. Just punt that out of the way. So what we do is we put this in the way. And then we cut that line there. But then we say prioritize that port. So this now won't get any of the hydrogen until that is full. And that will now start to fill with hydrogen, which is now marked as local supply. So when that gets to 10k and then the belt backs up, then this starts to get it. But until that day arrives, hydrogen should start to flow over here, hopefully. Mika, thanks for something else in game, but as things go more serious, you need to automate everything plus ship materials from other planets. This is so time consuming, I have to stop playing. I'd rather watch you waste your time, Cap. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Right, so this one's deuterium. So what are we making deuterium again? This is making the hydrogen. It's this thing here, isn't it? Fractionator's making it. Outsourced gameplay. I like that. Right, this is marked as supply. I don't think this needs to take hydrogen anymore. I think we can do that. It can supply hydrogen, but it doesn't need to. I'd rather fractionate more of it. You could even turn it into a demand for hydrogen and ship it from the other place and then just fractionate more and more of it. Tower is set on supply. If it starts to send out hydrogen, those crystals will not have hydrogen. They're crystals. I know. It used to be the case that we had way too much hydrogen. I think maybe we should build a better fractionator, right? And then just ship out the deuterium. Yeah, it's generated on feed speed, exactly. I think what we'll do here is we'll change that to demand. And then we'll basically reverse the direction of this. But we'll prioritize the input of that, because I don't want to have this back up on hydrogen. You built 4x8 fractionator rows. Don't use the particle collider for deuterium. It's a bait way of making it. Does that mean this is a bad way? You're saying use fractionators, not particle colliders. Is that what you're saying? Okay, let's make... I can't remember if I'm making fractionators automatically. Need to get rid of this. Piper Driver, thank you for half a year. How's everyone? I think we're doing okay. If I could find where we're making... There they are. Oh, I'm making particle colliders, not fractionators. Dang it. We'll have to handcraft fractionators. Stone, steel, glass, and processors. Maybe we can automate those. Something's died. Particle colliders are huge power raters. Yeah, but you need them to make those green particle containers though, don't you? But I think, yeah, for making deuterium, this sounds like a bad idea. Just trying to think how we can automate. On the belt, what does we need? Steel, stone, glass. I wish these icons were different. Okay, we've got stone. Got the glass. Got the steel. Wow, yellow belts. I don't even have yellow belts. Okay, there's 3 of the ingredients, and the processors are available over here if you need them. Used to watch me on YouTube. Welcome. Thinking we can assemble here, but then we'd need to bring in... wish that had an available slot. Everywhere you look, all the logistics things are completely full. It's getting a bit crowded here. I'm not sure if I want to do this. I mean, I guess if we're only making those things, we're never going to need many of them, I don't think, are we? We could just have a little assembler, a couple of assemblers doing it. Pull the raw materials into the logistic network. I don't think they're all on the logistic network, and there's literally no way of checking. I know the processors are. I don't know about stone. I don't know about glass. I mean, maybe that's the solution, right? Maybe I should just build... Actually, let's just do that. We'll just basically build a planetary logistics system. And just throw all that in, and then we know it's there, and just go somewhere else and build it. The only problem is, like, this is where all the things are being built, and I kind of want to come here to get my stuff. So I end up building fractionators on the other side of the planet, which is not any use. But if I build it here, I'm probably going to be able to pull in belts and just about build 2 of them if we're lucky. Having said that, I could probably just tidy this belt and make some space here. There you go, we've got some space. Put the fractionators in logistic too, you can FedEx them to anywhere on the planet. True. See, we've got processors here. This production here is not needed anymore, really. But we've got some space there. Unfortunately, we can't throw the output back into logistics array. Right, so let's get some glass and some stone from here. Can we move that? I really hate that being there. It's fine. Glass, stone, and steel. Steel's here. Alright, there's steel. Don't start deuterium production out, your green science will be slow. Yeah, that's what we're going to focus on now, is getting the deuterium up and running. So what we'll do is to nick some of this stuff. I wish there was an easy way of doing this. Whoa, I never knew you could do that. Things I never knew. And then just belt transfer these over. That'll be enough for our needs. And then do the same down here. It's so fiddly doing this. There's the 3. Vanilla Donuts, thank you for 40 months, double top.